Alright, so I felt very compelled today to make this video. Deeply saddened by the news of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I'm not someone who has really followed him at all. I'm not a political activist or anything like that, but I am a follower of Jesus. I know a lot of things he stood for, and either way, it's heartbreaking. It's sinful. I really wanted to come on here today and just encourage other believers, encourage Christians of what we should be doing right now. This isn't the time to be taking up swords. This isn't the time to be going on these witch hunts or crusades or anything like that. We need to be praying. We need to be praying, and we need to be fighting a spiritual battle. That's what we need to be doing. That's the war that we're called to fight, is a spiritual one. It's not, we're not supposed to be wrestling physically with other people. Jesus calls us to love our enemies, to pray for those who persecute us. I want to call out 3 passages right now in the Bible. Ephesians 6:12, Paul writes, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So right there, we're seeing that this is a spiritual war. This is not your conventional war. 2 Corinthians 10:4 says, "The weapons we fight are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds." So the weapons that we do have, which are prayer, which is fasting, which is just our love and our grace and our sharing of truth with others, that's what we have that's the divine power we have to demolish strongholds. It's through Jesus Christ. And then even there, kind of building on that about the weapons of the world not being what we use, in Matthew 26, when Jesus is rebuking Peter's actions when he cuts off the ear of the high priest's servant, Jesus says, "Put your sword back in its place, for all who draw the sword will die by the sword." Guys, don't draw swords. The only sword we should be drawing right now is our Bible, and that's it. And we need to be prayed up in our Bible, and we need to be praying God's will. We need to be going out into the harvest field and sharing God's word with others. That's our job. That's our responsibility, is to show love, to show grace, to share truth. Guys, be blessed.